So there's a message I want to go ahead and share here today, thinking about my father who passed away a while ago now, nearly 10 years, from prostate cancer. And what was unfortunate is that he did what a lot of men do with this condition, which is initially ignore the symptoms. Now, when it was like 2008, he was looking up how to take care of the symptoms naturally through like herbal medicine and stuff like that. He did not want to go to the hospital. He had a fear of doctors, and I found out later talking to him that this was essentially rooted in watching his mom fight cancer back in the 70s. And, this was also a time where, technology and medicine was not as advanced. And he even said, had he known what kind of great treatment he really was going to get, that he would have gone a lot sooner. So unfortunately, because of a blockage within his own mind, he did not take care of his physical health, and it cost him dearly. He did not get checked out until it was too much to bear. Like 5 years later, he was experiencing symptoms of actual physical pain because at this point the cancer spread to his bones. And I don't want you guys to ignore your health. And that's going to be pretty much what the summary of this message is that health is wealth. And I've heard some people say this on podcasts, and, when I think about my own experience and some of the things I've observed, it's so true. All the money in the world, if you don't have good health, it's not really going to serve you that well. Sure, you might be able to get some treatments that might prolong things, but let's take care of it, as needed, right away, so we're not suffering, right? And we don't potentially shorten our lives because of, poor choices that we made, not taking care of our health, right? And this situation did hurt with my father because all of his brothers, essentially, they made it like past 80 years old. And my father, he passed away right before his 71st birthday. And I can't help but wonder if he would have lived longer, because if he would have actually taken the steps to take care of his health sooner, like when he first noticed those symptoms of things going wrong. You have to make sure that there's no mental blockages. Health is wealth, meaning, you're taking care of your mental health and your physical health, right? You're not going to be so worried about what the results might be that you don't even go get it checked out when something's going wrong with your body, right? You just go. Like, if you're going to a psychologist for mental health, right? You go to the expert, you go to the people that can take care of it. It's the same with your body. If something's going wrong, you go to a doctor, you take care of it. With a car, you go to your mechanic. If something's going wrong, you take care of it. With your computer, I'm going to go to the Geek Squad at Best Buy to take care of it, right? You have to treat it like that. You have to just take action, essentially, right? And understand that health is wealth. Health is what's going to give you the best experience in life possible. And this is, again, mental health and physical health. If you're not taking care of those, it's going to lead to suffering. And I don't want that for any of you. If we're talking about locking in with love, we got to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves on those fronts. That we're not going to neglect our health. We're not going to neglect our physical well-being. We're not going to neglect our mental well-being, our spiritual well-being. We got to make sure we're aligned. We're going to make sure that we're doing our best to take care of ourselves. Because when we do that, when we pour into our own cup, we are going to be able to really be there for the people that love and care for us, right? And we just got to make sure that we're putting our best foot forward. And that means taking care of yourself when something you notice is not quite right, that should be checked out by a professional, right? So that's pretty much all I wanted to say here. I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up with a little poem that I wrote essentially in honor of my father for prostate cancer. So if you give me a few more minutes of your time, I just want to speak on that experience, and I hope if nothing else you take from this that health is wealth, right? And if you notice any of these symptoms moving forward when you get older, keep this message in mind, okay? My full love to you, and let's keep locking in with love. Ever since the day I saw my father pass away, I got a PSA in my heart I gotta say. I advocate for these older men to check their prostate. It's a mistake if you wait. Take control of your own fate. Rate of men who get affected, roughly 1 in 8, but you could beat it if you treat it early. What choice do you want to make? Back in 2008, my dad was doing research on how to alleviate symptoms of prostate cancer with a natural herbal answer, since you got no benefits when you're working as a freelancer. Wait a couple more years to get on Medicare. Also put it off because deep inside know that you were scared. Unprepared for the consequence advancing through the stages and the cost of treatment when you don't have access to the wages. So the issue wasn't looked at till 2013. Suddenly you couldn't move without letting out a scream. Run some tests and the doctor shows us on the gamma screen. Where the bones should have been blue, they lit up red and green. Stage 4 from head to floor is not what you were facing, but you got to feeling better after 1 treatment of radiation. Got 3 more good years to spend with your son, but damn, I wish you would have seen the doctor back in stage 1. Because every 20 minutes, damn, we're going to lose another man. They had a large prostate gland. But understand, get that early scan and implement a plan with your doctor so you can increase your lifespan. Some men hate the thought of hands where you don't want them to go, or get scared and ignore the blood that's in their urine flow. Let me be the voice of reason and someone you can believe in, because I saw my dad go through it and hated seeing him leaving. Keep the ones you love from grieving and take care of your health. If you think something's wrong, call the doctor, seek help. Love yourself, exercise, eat for health, and stack your wealth. Because when you age, issues with your body pop up very stealth. I hope that you share this message, because I don't do it for no fame. If I could reach a man to get some help and spare his kids some pain, then in my father's name I pledge while I reminisce. Ask me what my newfound purpose is, I'm going to tell you this. I advocate for these older men to check their prostate. It's a mistake if you wait. Take control of your own fate. Rate of men who get affected, roughly 1 in 8, but you could beat it if you treat it early. What choice do you want to make? Lock in with love.